Good evening, my name is Jason Debley, and today's review is a premium rum by Goslings, Goslings Family Reserve Old Rum. Have it right here. And I tried this rum about 6-7 years ago, and at that time the packaging was different. The packaging was, I think, an oak box or some kind of wooden box, and then it had straw inside where the bottle was. And as I recall, it was a good rum. It was not cheap, and it was kind of dry and complex. I really enjoyed it. Been a few years. Packaging has now changed. The wooden box and the straw are gone, and now they have some sort of story about the background to the founding of Goslings, the family that established this rum production in Bermuda. An important note about that, Goslings don't actually operate a rum distillery on the island of Bermuda. What they've always done is import rum from Barbados, Trinidad, and Jamaica. And what they do is, the magic of the Goslings family and now conglomerate is that they know how to blend it well, they know how to age it, and what casks to use. 40% alcohol by volume, had it kind of down like this, didn't look right. 40% alcohol by volume. We have a bit of artificial color in here. It's a dark rum, and the reason I know there's some artificial color, E150A, is because in Germany it's law that spirits producers have to disclose if their artificial color is used, namely E150A, kind of distiller's color, which is used to keep it consistent batch to batch, the color. And as you can see, this is a very dark rum. Price point, not cheap, $75 or so in Canada and the US, 750 milliliter format, 40% alcohol by volume. The closure on it is not actually cork, it's like a synthetic plastic or silicone. But that's okay, we're seeing that in wine too. Cork is organic, and we don't want to kill a bunch of trees just to satisfy our thirst for rum and fine spirits. What else can I tell you? Goslings family started rum importation into Bermuda in about 1857. Originally, the family were wine and spirits vendors in England, and then one of the sons was supposed to go to America with lots of inventory and ended up in Bermuda. Noticed that there was no competition there and set up shop. So, on the nose, undiluted, I get lots of brown sugar. Nose is not offensive, hazelnut, oak, vanilla. The palate is sweet. Brown sugar. A&W root beer, but in a good way. Treacle. Caramel. It's syrupy. It's also a bit peppery initially, but after you have a couple of drams, the peppery quality goes away. The finish, is long. You're left with again, a lot of brown sugar. When I drink this rum, I think of brown sugar, caramel, a little bit of black French roast coffee or Ethiopian coffee with no cream, no sugar. The finish has got some black and red licorice. This rum is good. It's expensive. Because it's smooth and it's quite sweet, it tends not to be that complex. There's not a complexity of flavor that I would expect for this price point. very good. A bit of sweet vanilla there. But it's very sweet. It's a sweet rum. It's a crowd pleaser. A lot of people like this rum. I've had it in my house before and it was very popular. And the current bottle I have, which is, they use what formerly used to be champagne bottles, and then they have this black wax dipped, melted over it. But these bottles are dark green, so it's kind of hard to see the level. It's right there. My friends have enjoyed it. I enjoy it. I find it a bit on the sweet side. I can have 2 drams and then I have to move to something more dry. Goslings Old Rum, I recommend. It's good, worth trying if you want to step out of the Scotch whiskey bourbon world. Oh, and a word about wood management. It's aged in ex-bourbon casks, probably with some medium char. I don't know anything else. I don't know the distilleries that the sourced rum by Goslings comes from. We don't know where in Jamaica, Trinidad, or the other country that I can't remember. Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados. Those are the 3 sources of the rum that's blended. And then another important point, no age statement. They call it old rum. It is old rum. There's no youth biting or nipping on the palate. I've researched on the internet because the Goslings website doesn't tell you much. But in terms of age, I have no clue. If I had to guess, I would say the average age of rums making up this blend would be 6 to 10 years. There's probably some older rum and probably some younger 4-year-old rum mixed in there. In general, it's good, it's enjoyable if you have a sweet tooth. Thanks for tuning in and take care.